So, I'm not sure how the sound is on this thing. I think this new phone is got a bad speaker or something. I'm gonna have to try to get a external microphone maybe. But, I wanted to talk a little bit about my relationship with the Lord, how I communicate with Him in particular, because I talk to Him like I talk to anybody. Said he's a friend that sticks closer than a brother. I mean, brothers are pretty close, right? But he's even closer, and so, he taught me early on to be respectful and be thoughtful about what I say to him, and come at him with intelligence, because one of the first answers I got to a question I asked him was at a time when I originally was going back and forth when I first believed whether God was real or not, because when you don't know, there's such a strong contrast between the world and God. Like they're actually at enmity with each other, right? It's a spiritual thing, so it's probably subconscious, but the whole point is like there's such a stark contrast between the two. It can be hard to keep His presence as a possible reality in your mind when what you're looking at, He's invisible, really. He always was. The fact that Christ came and went changes things a little bit. Before the Lord came, when God spoke to man, it was like loud thunder peals, the voice that they would receive. And so, and other times it mentions Him just calling people by name. Myself personally, when I knew that He was real, I didn't question it anymore, and I was, repentant and baptized. I just prayed to Him whenever I felt like I needed to pray, but I'd ask Him questions because I tried asking other people for the answer, and nobody seems to know anything. So now I know they're all playing from a stupid script that they don't even know they're reading. But I asked Him, I was struggling with my faith at a point. Yes, I believe Christ is real. Yes, I believe He is the Son of God. Yes, I believe His shed blood covers our sin, and He is the only way to salvation. Do I have the faith to walk on water or move a mountain? This I didn't, this was far from my everyday life at that time. So I asked Him, as a joke, half a joke, because of the content, could you send me a talking ass? Because, if a talking ass showed up, I'm pretty sure it would help me, have greater faith or understanding, or just make it more real, right? But his answer was look in the mirror. So yeah, he's got a sense of humor, but at the same time, this is what I mean by coming correctly, right? Like he's pretty quick to cut you down, and it's all in love. But still, it says fear the Lord, which is to revere Him, which is to have respect, right? And so I also asked Him about the Trinity, and I've had people ask me, did you hear an audible voice? And that's really hard to describe, because yes, I did. I heard words. I received a message in human words, or English language, but that's the language, that's my first language, so maybe that's why it was in English. But I didn't hear a voice externally. It was a message that came in the form of words, and I tried to describe it as a whisper because it wasn't like thunder peals, and I tried to tell people that it was came in like a whisper, but it slowly it was like the message was carved in my heart, because it was permanently there. I didn't have to question anymore. The question had been answered, right? So I'd ask people about the Trinity if they could explain it, and this Catholic priest said, well, it's just a mystery. Right? So I'm like, alright. Unsatisfied, I took it to the Lord, and I left it with Him for literally years. One day I was sitting at my desk, my computer, I was doing something. I was doing two or three things. Like I was doing something, I had something on my mind, and I was also preoccupied doing something else, multitasking or whatever. And this message comes in. The answer to the question I'd asked years ago, just in that moment when I wasn't even thinking about it or anything. And this is what it said. Just as man is mind, body, and soul, so too is God. So when I interpreted what that was saying, for me I see the Creator as the mind of God, and Christ of course would be the body, and the soul would be the Holy Spirit. And that was the initial point I wanted to make, getting back to before and after Christ. Like, before Christ, the Holy Spirit wasn't there to be released to, I mean it was there, but it wasn't released to man to be the messenger, the helper, right? So man had dealt with God directly in other forms: the burning bush, fire on the mountain, pillar of cloud, pillar of fire. I mean, there were all these incarnations of God that they had interacted with. But now because of Christ, right, he sent the helper, so it's all very direct. That's why when the curtain was torn, it was torn from top to bottom, because there is no need for a mediator besides Christ. And he's doing that every day on our behalf right now. And this rising up is to come to terms with where he is already victorious. So we need to do our part to claim the victory here now. Blessings, everybody.